Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna have a look at the new Muji Polycarbonate Fountain Pen. Muji used to sell their version of the Platiunum Preppy under the same name, but this year they stopped producing it and recently they introduced this new made in China polycarbonate pen. Here is what the box looks like if you will be searching for the pen. Inside the box there are two large black cartridges and the pen itself. The pen has a rather simple design, completely straight cap, completely straight body. On the top of the cap we see an injection molding mark and there is a clip attached. This clip reminds me of clips on ballpoint pens. While this is not the most elegant clip ever produced, I think it works quite well. Inside the cap there is a plastic liner and the cap seals very well. On the bottom of the body we see another injection molding mark, and sorry about the sticker being still on, but the pen does not have any markings on the outside apart from the sticker until you pull it off, of course. The cap has a nicely satisfying click and it takes enough force to uncap the pen so that you won't uncap it by accident. Now we see the stainless steel nib marked EF Muji with its plastic feed. When I got the pen, the feed was slightly off center, but the pen still worked fine, so I'm not gonna complain too much. What I'm gonna complain about though is the triangular section. It does not work for me super well, even though I don't mind the section on the Lamy Safari. Somehow this one, while being wider, is worse. At the narrowest point, the base of the triangle is 10 millimeters wide, and then the section tapers out slightly to 12 millimeters at the point where it touches the body. I like the way the threads between the body and the section are made. It takes a bit of force to unscrew them, so this will not unscrew as the Platiunum Preppy. And here we see the included large cartridge. I've also tried installing a Schmidt converter, but it's a little bit too loose in this pen. Standard international cartridges, on the other hand, work quite well. I have no complaints regarding the size. 13.6 centimeters cupped, 16.3 grams with the included cartridge. 13.1 centimeters uncapped, slightly larger than the Platiunum Preppy and a tiny bit larger than the Lamy Safari. It's plenty long to use, even unposted. Posted, it's 16.2 centimeters long, again really similar to the Lamy Safari. It posts very securely. The edge on the cap is not sharp at all, so no issues with using this pen posted. Let's have a look how it writes. So the pen is Muji Polycarbonate Fountain Pen. The nib is extra fine and this is the only nib size available. The ink is coming from the included black cartridge. When I was playing with the pen, I've noticed some blue undertones of the ink, so I did a quick chromatography and It's a shame that this ink is not available in bottles because it would be pretty good for fountain pen ink art. Let's continue with the writing sample. I didn't have high expectations when I first inked the pen, but the nib surprised me. It's really smooth, it just has a little bit of feedback, and the tines were aligned perfectly, no scratching in any of direction. Let's have a look at hard starts. Absolutely fine. And what about skipping? So this right here was my fault. I did not experience any skipping issues when writing with the pen normally. When it comes to wetness, it's pretty much ideal for an extra fine nib. Line variation between horizontal and vertical strokes, there is absolutely none. And flex, yeah, this is a fairly stiff nib. You will not get any meaningful line variation out of it. And reverse. It's slightly scratchy, but it works really well. And you get an extra fine line, slightly thinner than when writing normally. So I have absolutely no complaints about the nib. No skipping, no flow issues. Writes even in reverse quite well. It's a bit boring because of no horizontal vertical line variation, no flex, but boring is good in this case. It's pretty much perfect for everyday use. Ergonomically, I really dislike this triangular section. The section on the Lamy Safari is rounded on the underside, which allows you to rotate the pen like this a little bit, but with the truly triangular section on this Muji pen, it really locks your fingers into one spot. There is also no flaring when the section goes towards the nib. The only way that I was able to improve the ergonomics a little bit was by rotating the nib a little bit. It's not hard to rotate it left or right. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull out the nib, so I could not test if it could be swapped with something else. Other than the section being triangular, I have no other complaints regarding ergonomics of this pen. It's long enough, wide enough, and there is no edge between the section and the body. The transition is completely smooth. Overall, I'm really pleasantly surprised by this pen. It would be nice if more nib sizes were available and if the pen took a standard international converter. What might be a deal breaker for some is the triangular section. Other than that, this pen is really great. The cap seals well, the clip is functional, the body will never accidentally screw out, unlike the Platiunum Preppy, and the nib writes flawlessly. I'm also curious about the new Muji aluminum fountain pen, because that one has a rounded section. The build is not fancy at all, but I actually like the frosted plastic look. So maybe next time you are in Muji, give this pen a chance. I think it's well worth the money. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.